Thank you, Padmashri. That was a very warm and a kind introduction. And I'm always happy to be at PEC this time for a difference in the virtual dais. I'm extremely grateful to the Literary Club, especially to Dr. Shanti Simon. And I think it's just been 3 years that I am out of PEC. I graduated 2017 from the Tripoli Department of PEC. And from there to now, it's been quite a journey, and I'm really happy to share that with you today. So a small correction that I wanted to make with respect to the topic is I'm not just going to tell you about engineers in the making. I'm going to tell you about professional in the making, right? A professional. So making is normally a term used to describe someone who's going to become great, going to become going to become an achiever. Predominantly, I wanted to touch base with you on 5 important pillars that I personally feel could work for anybody to become successful in what they're doing. And currently, I am working with VMware as a strategic sourcing manager. And I've completed 1 year with the firm. And so far, it's been a great ride there. So what I really wanted to share with you is all of us come from a technical background, which itself is a brownie point that we carry. So if you really want to pursue a degree after this, that would be like an icing on the cake. So that's with that note, I wanted to begin. So the 5 pillars that I wanted to focus on, the first one is you have to really understand what you're good at. I know each of us is gifted with a special trait, and it's our due responsibility to figure out what that is. If you really know what you're good at doing, that could actually help you find out the way you have to navigate through. And the best way by which you can find this is forums like these, right? At least for me, what worked well was the Literary Club. Wherever I used to enter the club for any competition, mentoring, guidance, whatever session you name it, it did spark something inside me. I was able to understand what I'm really passionate about, what am I curious about. And I think Literary Club did give me the platform to become what I am today. Similarly, the forums that you can connect as well, whatever works well for you. So the first thing that I wanted to reinforce is know what you can and figure out what you're really good at doing. My case, I understood that one plus point that I have is my extrovert nature and the way I'm able to communicate and connect with people. So this thing stood up for me saying, hey, Gayatri, you know what? Along with the electrical degree that you carry, why can't you associate with yourself with a job that allows you to express yourself to others? Predominantly a combination of electrical engineering with communication. So I just thought, and I was like, let me go for an MBA, probably take up marketing, sales, or operations where you can express yourself to your customers or suppliers. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So this way you could actually identify what your forte is. The second pillar that I wanted to tell you is all of you must be having a long time goal. So do I. So you have to patiently sit down, jot, and understand where do you want to see yourself after 20 years, 25 years. I could see a lot of alumni in our DLIT invite page and the alumni forum. I mean, they've accomplished a lot. It's really important to imagine and see in the long run what you want to be. That is another thing that I insist all of you to do. It can be anything, absolutely anything, and your degree adds as a plus point to that. The third thing that I wanted to reinforce is market research. While it's important to understand what you're good at, it's also important to be cognizant of the things that's happening around you. So only if you understand the dynamics around you, you would end up choosing the right field that you want to be in. Say, for example, it is always a brownie point if you're able to follow pages like Gartner Research or FinShots for that matter when it comes to financial literacy and engineering for you. So these pages help you understand as to what are the real-time developments that are happening in the space currently, and probably you could look at them and think, I wish I could do that. Maybe I could make a better fit there. And that perhaps drives you towards a career which would orient yourself in that position. So I think it's really important to know what is happening around you. So be cognizant of the developments around you, especially in terms of economic development and the technological breakthroughs that are happening. And COVID, I think, is a blessing in disguise, which empowers technological developments. Another important thing apart from market research is you will have to always remember that you have a creative self inside you. And do remember that this is that creative self that empowered you to come all the way to PEC, one of the coveted institutions in India. And it is this creative self in you that is going to take you to another distant journey where you could shine probably as a star and become that engineer that you aspire to be. So never forget that you have a creative self in you, and that can actually trigger the thinking in you. And I predominantly think that's one of the reasons why we see a lot of really good unicorn startups in the Indian market, and I'm sure they're doing damn well, and you must also be aware of the same. So make sure to be creative. Identify how does a single thing work. I mean, as engineers, all of us know how a machine works, right? What is the fundamental principle behind this? And that makes you think as to how you can apply the same philosophy or working to other aspects of life as well. So this is exactly where the creative thing in you gets, arised. So that's what I am meaning here. And the fifth pillar, which is again very important, is to stay motivated. I did listen to one of our fellow speakers in the previous sessions. If I'm not wrong, he's Mr. Prasanna, and he did explain how important it is to be positive. Stay motivated, and that's one mantra that all of us have to bear in mind. And it's also important to take inspirations from people who have succeeded. It can be anybody, it can be your teacher, it can be your fellow peer, your alumni. Just make sure that you stay connected with them and understand as to how they are progressing in life. This helps you become that one person, and this actually channels you in the right path. So it's important for you to have a mentor, a role model, or perhaps your well-wisher, however you say that, or a buddy as well. So idealize that one person whom you think is really good at doing things, and these are the five things that I really feel worked well for me. And I still have a long way to go, but I'm telling you that these could work for you as well. However, every individual is different, so find out what really suits you. But at the end of the day, pen and paper does make a difference. So do note all of these. And I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, Gayatri. We have a question for you.
Mhm.
Doing a job and getting experience, or directly continuing with higher study, what do you suggest? Like, should we gain experience and then understand whether we like it or not, or should we directly go on with higher studies?
That's a great question. And in fact, I was never clear with this question when I was doing my BTech. And I was extremely confused, at least in my third, fourth years, because I didn't really know if I should do a job. But I could tell you this thing. I directly went on to do an MBA after my BTech. There are pros and cons associated with this. What really happened is in my business class, where I had like almost 60% of experienced people sitting with me in the same class, I was the only one. Maybe I was some of those people who were blinking when they were explaining business concepts. But you could always cope up, and that could still happen. My suggestion is, if you really have a clear direction as to what industry you should be focusing at, then you could always directly go for a higher diploma or a higher study. But if you still are unsure as to what you should be doing in life, I'd suggest you to take up a job, try out, understand how the dynamic works there, and then probably take a call as to whatever degree you want to pursue, if that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you on that. I hope all of them would have got motivated by your commentary on this. And you gave us a very clear insight on how we should be deciding on what we will be doing in future, and about how we look ourselves at after 20 years. So I think it would have helped everyone understand what they should be doing, and they would be jotting down the points. I think. Yeah. Thank you, Gayatri.
Thank you, Padmashri, and thank you, the Literary Club team, for having me here. Have a wonderful session ahead, and I'm super excited to see this digital platform up and running. Hearty congratulations, and thank you, everybody.